Stompy beat Martin Phillips. Dangerous again. He got to the final last year. 33 years old from Halifax. And he comes into it on the back of wins this month, or rather in the last month, in Turkey and in the Czech Republic. Adrian Lewis, well, he is such a big, likeable lad. 5th ranked in the PDC. And got to the final of the World Grand Prix last month, beating Phil Taylor on the way in the semis before losing to James Wade. But it's just not been his tournament, this one. Lost at the group stage in the last 2 years, and he's going out again. But proud lad, and he'd want to go out playing well.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good game. I don't think it's, you know, the situation not particularly relevant. They're both proud players and both winners, so I expect a bit of a good game here. Well,
it's one of those occasions where you can just sit back and admire the quality. Okay, there might not be a huge amount on it, but
the pressure's off on both players, so they should be able to play with quite a bit of freedom.
Well, Waite's average is tournament 60. Average at pushing on towards 98. Lewis averaging nearly 93, so they're not exactly playing shambolic darts between them.
No, Lewis has been a little bit 55. Off colour. You know, it always happens that way. He had a great tournament, and it's always hard to motivate. Nothing wrong with those, though.
Well, whatever his preparations have been down there in the players' room, he's brought it up onto the stage.
Yeah. I have to say,
hello. Well, we said it, and they're producing.
Warm welcome to our second world champion. Spotting for us, Keith Deller.
He's got the treble 20 he wanted. Double 8.
Double 8.
Oh, what a start to the match.
12 dart leg.
Game on.
And Lewis was snarling in the slipstream and looking to post his own start to the match now. Scott Waite's played so well, didn't he, getting to the final last year. Beat Gary Anderson, Simon Whitlock, Terry Jenkins on the way there. And look at this, you wouldn't bet against him going a bit further, would you?
No, he likes this place. Oh, we've just seen back-to-back 180s in the previous leg.
140.
Crowd's loving this one, and no surprise.
It's like an exhibition match, this.
Looked bitterly disappointed to only get the 100 there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were surprised at the beginning of this year that Scott Waite didn't join the PDC.
Yeah, there was the buzz about that.
Well, he was in the financial position after winning that 50,000 in the Grand Slam last year, reaching the final.
60.
I understand his wife's been unwell for the vast majority of this year, and I should imagine that had a massive effect on his decision.
She's been suffering from ME, hasn't she, which is a debilitating sort of condition, and you wish her well in recovering from that. But maybe if Scott picks up another big check here, bullseye! Oh, look at that!
Second 12 dart leg.
He's on his way to a sensational performance here, and Adrian Lewis can only nod his head and smile in appreciation of a man at the top of his game.
What an incredible start.
What I was about to say is if he picks up another big check, maybe he'll have a rethink.
Yeah, I would have thought so, and with darts like this, he might be picking up a check for 100 grand.
Those averages, averaging 125, early stages of course, but that is 96. Not shabby.
Lewis not doing a lot wrong.
I don't doubt that somewhere downstairs in the practice area, Phil Taylor will be warming up for his 41. Match later on, that make or break showdown with Wes Newton. He's the world record average man, and he'll be watching Scott Waite, I'm sure, and thinking that is good darts. Back-to-back 12 darters, terrific.
Yeah, that is super darts.
Terrific stuff. It's just a pleasure to watch this at the moment.
Yeah, I had a feeling they were both going to come out and let the punches go.
Adrian Lewis didn't give me a kiss as he came out of the practice area, but he sort of gave me a warm handshake. And
you must have been the only one then.
58.
As much as to say, you know, give me a good press, and I'm about to try and do my best and show people that I can play.
Oh, we all know he can play all right. That's a great shot.
126. Scott, you require 137.
Phenomenal last start. Treble 19 for double 10. Oh, he's got it. He might do it again. Oh, what a check out. This has to be believed, Chris.
127, 161, 137.
Game on.
Adrian Lewis just shakes his head almost in disbelief. The Scott Waits fans are chanting easy, easy. And he's averaging nearly 116.
140.
Well, the pair of the match averages now is 113.58 Lewis, 117.23 Waits.
99.
Certain times in sports when you see the people at the top of their game just get into the zone, and all you can do is just sit back in wonderment at
86.
the sheer brilliance of it.
That's exactly how I felt watching Manny Pacquiao at the weekend.
Adrian Lewis having to adjust that first attempt at the treble 20,
65.
blocking the bed and not getting the heavy score that it wanted, and now Waits may be able to whack him once again with a big score.
100.
Well, Lewis now needs at least one treble, really. Can't find it.
100.
Super last start.
So we go to the break at the
45.
end of this leg.
Adrian, you require 110.
And Adrian Lewis with 110 opportunity to check out. He can announce his arrival in the match, albeit a wee bit belatedly.
85. Scott, you
Now
require
watch this.
157.
Exhibition stuff this, Chris. Talk us in.
Treble 20. Can't do another one, surely. Treble 19.
Missed
99.
by a whisker, that
Adrian
treble
require
19.
25.
And the crowd realised that that spectacular checkout was on again. Double 4 now.
21.
So he has
Scott, you
a
require
slightly more
58.
prosaic 58 checkout maybe coming up here.
18 for tops. To go in, 4-0 at the break.
18.
He is human, John.
Yeah. And Adrian Lewis takes the leg before the break. But what a start to that game. That was great to watch, and Adrian Lewis congratulates Scott Waits on 3 legs of absolute brilliance, and he leads 3-1 at the break. Scott Waits leading by 3 legs to 1. If you're just joining us, where have you been? He had a 127 check out, a 161 check out, then 137 to go 3 legs up. And Adrian Lewis just didn't know what had hit him. Came back though, won the leg before the break, but now with the darts you can hear the crowd. They expect and want to see more fireworks.
Well, there's no reason why not.
85.
Tremendous start by Waits.
$45.
Sometimes just a little bit of a loss of momentum after the interval. See if this is going to affect them. At one stage, Waits' average was up around 120 with these sort of darts. Well, that's not shabby.
Really picked the corner out there and just placed the dart in it. Really, really on form.
95.
Got to put him up there with the favourites on this performance.
He's hot again, isn't he? Victories already over Ko Stompy and Martin Phillips. And Adrian Lewis is not throwing badly.
100.
A long way back, and he could go 4-1 up here.
Well, another 10+ finish on the cards. The shot's on.
100.
A little bit of an oom from you there, Chris. You're almost anticipating that's going to happen.
I fancied it. Well, by the law of averages, he's more likely to take it
55.
out than miss.
Scott, you require 40.
A mere tops then for Waits to go 4-1 ahead. Coming across for the 10. Close as you can be.
Game show with
Ideal marker, and Waits makes it 4-1.
Solid performance.
Game on.
102.71 at the minute.
Well, Adrian will not particularly enjoy hearing the fans chanting easy, easy, even though there is nothing on it.
It's amused Scotty.
It's what you might describe as a fairly boisterous atmosphere out there. One or two sherbets being consumed, and as it reaches its denouement later on, we're going to be seeing a fairly feisty atmosphere in Wolverhampton, I suspect.
Messrs Hankey in action, Barneveld, Taylor, Stompy.
His fourth 180 of the match.
92.
Very little Lewis can do about this. He had the same thing against Martin Phillips. Yeah.
60.
Once again, a moment of human fallibility for Scott Waits.
139.
Superb three from Lewis, but Waits now, he's got this once. 161 he wants. Not this time.
So it'd be quite apt the way he's played.
60. Adrian, you require 74.
Treble 14, double 16 for Lewis. 20 tops.
Game show
Oh, nice.
six flag.
Adrian Lewis with the darts makes it 4-2.
To throw first. Game on.
Team Lewis.
So Waits with the darts, looking to close out the match
60.
to make it 3 wins out of 3 in the round robin phase.
93.
Just can't quite get his scoring boots on. No problem for this man.
100.
He's thrown really well, averaging over 100, peppered the big numbers, got those spectacular checkouts, and Adrian Lewis has not thrown badly.
100.
Waits 4 180s, 2 140s, 10 ton pluses, 50% on his finishing.
Hard to beat, isn't it?
And 3 ton plus outs.
100.
But he did this last year until he got to the final. It was just when he saw Mr. Taylor standing in the opposite corner that it all started to go a little pear-shaped.
Well, it happened similarly with Adrian a few weeks ago in the Grand Prix. I just think these players just run out of bullets.
60.
Although Taylor was imperious in the final last year, didn't give Scott a look in.
Going to be interesting to see if Taylor picks his game up. I seem to remember 4 years ago people were saying, is this the end of the Taylor era? He won the Grand Slam, won the World Championship, and proceeded to have 3 of the best years of his entire career.
Yeah, he's broke every record in the book.
Tops then.
Game shot in the
4-3.
Adrian Lewis.
3 out of 4 on his doubles.
Adrian to throw first. Game on.
Averaging 96.41.
So now Waits has the darts against him, and Lewis, who at one stage looked as though he's just going to be blown away by the Halifax Hurricane. He's back in the match.
Talking of nicknames, John, what do you think of my new one? Oki Balboa.
42.
That's from hammering that heavy bag, is it, at the beginning of the programme? How are the fists? Bruised?
Nah, no, they're all
55.
right. The bag's not in good shape.
Those are some impressive numbers from both players. And added to by Scott Waits with his 5th maximum of the match. Phenomenal.
Incredible performance.
115.
This has been really good to watch. Nice to be proved right for once, isn't it? We said it was going to be a decent game, easy on the eye, and so it's panned out.
This leg, far from over.
97.
What a lovely cover shot.
Can't help but be impressed with Waits' performance. Lewis has been good. Up 20, leaves 170.
61.
Well, Waits can put himself within touching distance and put Lewis under huge pressure here. Staying up at the top, and that's brilliant.
That's really
you
good.
require 170. 60. Scott, you require
So
42.
this could be the end of the match now. 42. Been lovely to watch. Double 16 now. One dart for 5-3.
Yeah,
And he gets the one he wants. Scott Waits tonight was really, really impressive. That was lovely to watch, and he beats Adrian Lewis 5-3. Bit of Yorkshire celebration, and well merited. Terrific to watch, well played.